Good. All right. So, good evening. My name is Odeyemi Oluyinka. I'm an internet business man. I've been doing business online for way over 10 years now. I've had to do a lot of businesses that failed, some worked, and in the midst of the ones that failed, we learned how not to repeat the same mistakes again. And so that's what led to me discovering some other angles to making good profits online, how to earn better online. And that is what led me to learning some other things, some other businesses, and that's what led us learning forex, and finally starting up something that will better the lives of everybody around us, which led us to the setting up of this company called B2 Consult. You might want to ask that what is B2 Consult, who are the brains behind it, and what does B2 Consult has in store for everyone and anyone. All right, so that's what we are here to learn tonight, and I'm going to do a quick summary of everything about B2 Consult. Then afterwards, I will throw the floor open for us to ask our questions, and we finally round up with one or two comments from those that have been with us for a while, and we call it a day. So I expect that within the next 45 minutes, we should be done, because I know tomorrow is Monday. One or two or three of us here might be working, and you will also want me to start preparing for work tomorrow. So we're not going to take a lot of your time. So thank you for joining this meeting tonight. I hope and I know that at the end of this meeting, you would have something worthwhile to say, yes, B2 is here to stay, and B2 is something you would want to do for a longer time to come. All right, so let me start from where the origin, where we started it all from. B2 Consult is a company formed last year, December 2018 to be precise, by I and my co-partner, Mr. Patrick Nwabuba. And along the line, we had one or two of our other partners that joined us who are actually core Forex traders. You might not tend to see or know them because they are not like I am Mr. Patrick, that are the social media type that you always see talk, do presentations here and there, share business opportunities with people here and there. They are also, so it's like a crew of four of us that came together based on our wealth of experience, both on the marketing side and also on the trading side. We came together to start up this company last year, B2 Consult. So what we basically do in B2 Consult is based on our experience of the market, the Forex exchange market. We decided to create, a compliant roundabout it based on our profits that we're making from our own personal trades. We've been trading personally, and from the sequence of profits we have been making on a regular monthly basis, we came out with a comp plan, which I'm going to be explaining to us, that would afford whoever joins us as an investor, and also whoever decides to join us as possibly a team leader, affiliate leader, people who have big teams and stuff like that. Once you join us, you have a level playing ground for everybody to maximize the compensation plan that we created for B2 Consult. So we started since December 2018, but we started with a very, very little numbers of investors. We call them our private investors. These are the people that we just talk with, their close friends, close allies, that they've known us on the personal base, that okay, this is what we do, and we decided to just start up with them. They trusted us and they gave us their funds to manage, and so far so good. Over 5 months now, we are crossing over to 6 months. By June, we have been doing very, very well. All our investors have been getting paid on record time, and that is what now gave us the a better picture of the future, which now led us towards registering B2 Consult as a company. So as we speak now, B2 Consult is fully registered in Nigeria, and we are registered with CAC, with company registration number as RC1572755. So if you get on CAC public website, you can search for B2 Consult. You see us there. We are duly registered in Nigeria. And in our memorandum of articles, it is clearly also stated there that we have been licensed to also, we are registered to manage trades and investments for people. We are also at the, for those that are in this meeting, this is an expo for you guys, because we are actually very close to also completing our registration with EFCC, which would then officially give us, more leverage to take in more funds. It increases our the funds capital base that we can manage as a company at this stage. So let's go into details. What is B2 Consult? What do we do? How do we generate the money? Where do we make the money from? How do we sustain this company and all that? So B2 Consult is a company that offers a wide range of opportunities in the financial service industry. Our core strength is in Forex trading. We also do a little bit of binary options trading. We also do a little bit of crypto trading, but our core, strength is in Forex trading. And I know a lot of people, when they hear Forex, they get scared because, in my last offline presentation that I had last Saturday at our office here in Lagos, there was a striking question someone asked, and that is something I think it's worth deliberating on. And the question was, okay, Yinka, what's the difference between the Forex that you say you are trading now and the Forex of then? There's this question that he posed to me. I was like, okay, the difference between it is there's actually no difference. The difference now to then is that when we started Forex trading like 10, 5, 8 years ago, we started as rookies. We just felt, okay, once you just know how to check your technical analysis, check your fundamental analysis, you just trigger your trade and you begin to make money, forgetting the fact that it's possible for you not to make the profit immediately, forgetting the fact that the market doesn't move in a straight line direction. For example, now as you can see on this graph now, you see that this market is going up, it's coming down, going up, going down, going up, going down. So we always feel that once we join or once we just enter a trade, it should go into profit immediately. No, that was the Forex of then that we used to think it was like. So a lot of us jumped into the Forex trading back then, feeling that, okay, once I start trading, oh, sorry, somebody is saying they can't see my screen. Let me just increase it a little bit. Let me make it, I just wanted it to be more of, okay, I think this should be big for everybody to see. Okay, so as you can see on this chart now, the Forex market doesn't go in a straight line direction. It grows in a zigzag direction, meaning that it moves in a Z direction. Like you enter the market at this point now. You don't expect the market to just, okay, let's say you're saying that the market is going to be a buy market. The market will not just, oh, something is showing. Okay, let me, oh, sorry. I didn't share my screen then. Sorry, I hope we can all see my screen now. Sorry, please. I think the screen should be up now. Everybody can see. Okay, so the market doesn't go in a straight line direction. It goes in a zigzag direction, meaning that if you are entering, let's say, a buy position at this point now, and you are setting like your TP to be at this junction, this market will not just move from here, straight line, forming a straight line. Where's that, my tool? Let's start my writing tool. Just look for it. Okay, here we are. Okay, so the market will not just go from here straight up, down to the top. No, the market would not, you don't expect the market to just fly straight up like that. No, it wouldn't go in that direction. It won't just move straight like that. No, it will always do what we call a zigzag movement. And in the course of it doing a zigzag movement, let's say you enter here and it's coming down now, there's something that happens which we refer to, or which we call in forex market, drawdowns. So if it's going to be coming here, but it will not just go there, to first of all do some dance down around this area before it finally picks up and gets to the points you want it to, to give you your profit and for you to actually make your money from. So, but then we just felt it was just going to move straight, so we always put all our money in it, leaving no space for these drawdowns. So the forex of now is that we have what we call money management. Money management ensures that per time you are always in the market for a very long time, making your profit, though the profit might not be as huge as then. You might not be making as big as 1,000% or 2,000% or what, like that, but you will always be making consistent profits because you factored in what we call money management into your trading style, into your trading strategy. So it ensures that per time you are always in this market making money. Your profits might be coming in trinkles, like it might be coming, in droplets, 1%, 2%, 3%. Sometimes you might go for a week before you achieve 20% profit. You might go for a month before you achieve like 30%, 40% profit. But what makes it unique is that you are always in the market making money. Unlike someone that just comes like we do back then. I just has that mentality that, okay, the market, once you just enter it, boom, you are going to make money, boom. No, it won't happen like that. So that is the difference between how we, or let's say the way we learned forex, the psychology we came into forex trading back then, and what it is, and how a professional should actually handle, forex market trading. So that's the difference. So in B2 Consult as a company, because of this our own experience, we've been able to sustain our trading, sustain funds management for people that invested with us for over 5-6 months now. Some months as a company, we don't make very big profits. But in all, at the end of the month, we always have something to pay our investors, because we have, some reserves for periods when we make, big profits, and for periods when we have, low profits being made. So, but what we are always sure of is that we are always in the market trading because of our very, very strict and very, very well crafted, money management strategy we've put in place. So let's proceed. So this now is what led us towards creating a compensation plan that allows anyone that joins, B2 Consult to also benefit. So whether you are a trader or you don't have all that time to sit before charts, to watch charts and all that, you can still benefit and make money from this very big, forex market, for yourself on a monthly basis. As we stand now, the forex market controls trillions of dollars every Monday to Friday. In fact, the market is going to be open within the next 2 hours, from 10 p.m. Nigerian time to 10 p.m. On Friday Nigerian time. Market is open. So we have, $1 trillion flowing, over $1 trillion flowing in the market on a daily basis from Monday to Friday steady. So you always have, once you have a good working strategy for yourself and a good money management, you always have one way or the other for you to make profits from this market. So that is what led us towards creating this account plan, which now, based on our experience and based on the profits we make on a monthly basis, we're able to now come out with these investment packages. With these investment packages, you don't need to refer anybody to earn this. Your money basically works for you. So you invest your money. If you're starting with $250 to $2,499, you're going to be getting 10% paid to you every month. You get that for the space of 3 months. At the 3rd month, your capital should be back to you. But if you also want to continue, like, definitely once you join us, you want to continue. We've had investors that joined us December, 3rd month, they told me, Inka, Patrick, continue, we are good to go. So there's no how you will not want to, you will not want to continue. In fact, nobody wants a source of income to stop. Even if it's 10%, 50%, 20%, everybody wants it to, to be sustained. But the fear in most people's mind is that, are we sure this company is not going to run? Are we sure this company is not going to fold up? So a lot of people want to just pull out their capital out very fast. So that's why we put that clause in it that, okay, after 3 months, if you feel you don't want to go again, you don't want to continue, you can always request for your capital. In fact, in your back office now, with the way we've automated it, at the end of the 3 months, your capital will be right there in your back office and you can place your request for it. So, but if you want to continue, all you just need to do is just simply leave it there, and it continues earning your 10%, 15%, 20%, depending on the capital investment you started with for you every month. And we'll make sure we do our best for the next 5, 10, 20 years to come. We are here managing funds for investors. We have no plan to scam. We have no plan to run away, or we have no plan, as far as we know. As long as the forex market will exist, we'll still be here doing our best to manage funds for our investor and making sure that everybody is happy and having a win-win. So the other question people want to look at now is, okay, apart from this passive side, apart from my money just working for me, what if I have some friends, my neighbors, my colleagues that I want to invite? Would there not be something for me to go home with? Is the company not looking at that direction? That's what now made us to create what we call the B2 affiliate program. So this B2 affiliate program, allows everybody to, enjoy the benefits embedded in B2 Consult as a company. So how does that work? It's very simple. We have it in two modes. The first one is what we call the BAP Unilevel bonus. And this is a 5-level deep one-time affiliate bonus structure that ensures that affiliates get, basic bonus up to 5 levels. What that means is that, for example, if you started up with a $5,000 package and you have a friend, that wants to, this is you started $5,000. Trying to expand this. Okay, so you then invite your friend, let's say your friend is Mr. A, and Mr. A invests $5,000 also too. You now, as the upline, you are going to be getting 5%. You're going to be getting 5% of $5,000. Get 5% of $5,000. So instantly in your back office, you are going to be seeing $250, credited to your account. If Mr. A, which is your friend now, also enjoys B2 and is good to go, also invites his friend and invests $1,000, Mr. A will get 5% of $1,000, which is equals to $50, and you get 1% of $1,000, which is equals to $10. This continues down to the 5th level. So let's say Mr. C comes in, Mr. D comes in, and Mr. E comes in. So you now up here, you are going to continue getting 1% of whatever comes in on this level. You also get 1% of whatever investment is done on level 4, and you also get 1% of whatever investment is done on level 5. So it's a 5-level dip. So at the expiration of the 5th level, you don't get any other thing again. So you get that straight: 5% first level, 1% second level, 1% third level, 1% fourth level, and 1% on the 5th level. So that's what you get. So we now also factored in what we call BAP rank and leadership bonus, because we know that some network marketing professionals will be joining us, and we need to also incentivize them a little bit so that they can feel comfortable working with us as a company. So that's why we created this part of it, which is the BAP rank and leadership bonus. I think in the WhatsApp group, you've been seeing a lot of celebrations going on here and there. We've been congratulating a lot of people that have hit the ranks, that have, earned, uh, that are now team leaders. I think today we, we were jubilating with one of us, Madam Rosling, that is now a manager. This person has gotten to this level. So let me explain how you get to this rank and what are the benefits embedded in them. The first rank level is your team leader, and you get here when you have a total personal sales of $500 and also a total team sales of $2,500. So let me explain this, because people might want to ask. Let's say this is, I will go to still use the example of you now on the top. You invited Mr. A. Mr. A invested $500. This now automatically becomes it becomes your personal sales. It gets recorded for you as your personal sales because this Mr. A directly registered under you. Let's say you have another B, again, that invested maybe $1,000. This person also stands as your personal sales because the person registered directly using your link. So let's say Mr. A now has C. Mr. A invited Mr. C, and Mr. C and C does invested $5,000. Let's face it a little bit. So if C now invested $5,000, this $5,000 counts as, first of all, Mr. A personal sales, and for you, it counts as team sales. So in this situation, for example, now, that means you now on top now, you have a total personal sales of how much? $500 plus $1,000, which is a total sales, personal sales of $1,500. Let's now look at the next one. You, Mr. A, invited C, and C invested how much? $5,000. So that means in your total team sales now, in your team sales, you will now be having 1,500 plus $5,000, which equals to $6,500. So that means you now have a total of $6,500 as your total team sales. So with this kind of structure now, if you look at the charts here now, that means that person who has 1,500 personal sales and $5,000, and now a total of 6,500 as total team sales, automatically becomes a team leader immediately. Also, that pushes the person also to this next level of approaching the manager level. He already has 1,500. That means he needs 1,000 more personal sales. Maybe somebody else that will register directly under him to invest $1,000, and that gives him $2,500 sales. And let's say some other person that registers directly or maybe indirectly, they invest funds, they invest their money. If some does 2,000, 3,500, as long as it totals up to like a total of 12,500, and this is inclusive of personal sales and also indirect sales. Once it gets to this 12,500, you automatically become what? The manager. That was how Madam Roslings was able to cross over. Some people are asking, how come? How you became a team leader today? You also became a manager today. It's very simple. All you just need to, in fact, if you have someone who invests directly 12,500, you automatically become a manager. And that gives you, the bonus of $300 in cash, which your company is going to pay you and say, oh, thank you for bringing $12,500 total, investment to B2 Consult. Once you get up to, a total of 2,500 directly invested, or let's say indirectly, when it totals up to that, you also get a thank you message from, B2 Consult with a phone, Samsung smartphone, which is worth $100, and on the rank progresses. When you get to the rank of the supervisor, which is a total team sales of $35,000 and personal sales of $5,000, you get rewarded with an HP NV17 laptop and a 4G modem. If you move on to the CEO rank, where you get a total sales of $80,000 plus personal sales of $20,000, you are rewarded an iPhone X plus $1,000 cash. If you move on to the stage of being a director, you get an all expense paid trip to Dubai, and also a 1,500 reward for you to spend on your trip. But for you to get that, you should have brought in a total of $50,000 personal sales and a total team sales of $150,000. The next one is vice president. That means you have a total personal sales of $100,000 and indirect sales of $300,000. That gives you a car award. You get a car fund of $10,000. And finally, once you become the president, that means you should have gotten a total team sales of $800,000 and personal sales of $200,000, and you get rewarded a house fund reward of $50,000. That's what you get, for being a leader, for being a team builder in, B2 Consult. So that is basically, the three ways you earn in B2. Number one, you earn passively. You earn passively your investments. You earn, depending on how much you decide to invest, you earn between 10% to 20% on a monthly basis. You get that without doing anything, without inviting anybody to get that personally for yourself. That is between 10% to 20%. 10%, if you're investing between $250 to 2005, you get 10%. From 25 to 4,099, you get 15%. And from $5,000 and above, you get 20%. The maximum you can invest per time is $100,000. So once you get up to that, you get 20%. The other income stream is a uni-level bonus on anybody you invite, on whoever they also invite, to get 5%, 1% down to 5 levels. And finally, the leadership ranking bonus, which gives you, the reward of $100 Samsung phone up to, $50,000 house, car phones given to you. So that's basically all about B2, because some people will have, what's the basic summary? How can we summarize it in one word? B2 Consult trades Forex, makes money for you. You can get returns on investment every month based on your investment capital that you start up with. And you can also be an affiliate of B2 and also earn money from it. And sorry, the fourth stage also to is the B2 Academy, because we also want our members over time to also learn Forex. We also want you to know how to trade yourself and stuff like that. So that's why we created the Academy section, whereby you can learn about Forex, and you can also, as you learn, trade with our trading signals. These are signals we also trade with. These are what we also use in trading and managing our funds, or managing your funds with us. So you can also get maybe a small account funded, maybe like $100, $200, and start learning Forex with that, with our trading signals, and you also become like a Forex master yourself. So these are basic ways you earn from being a part of B2 Consult. I hope I've been able to do justice to everything that relates to B2 Consult, what we stand for, what we do, and how it can be of benefit to everybody around us, and how everybody can make money with us in B2 Consult. So I'm going to just allow Mr. Patrick to talk a little bit, then we'll throw the floor open to our questions. Thank you so much for hearing me, listening to me tonight. Mr. Patrick, please, let's get a few lines from you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yinka. Good evening, everybody. Well, you have said everything about B2 Consult, and our integrity is what we actually hold on to. We have good intentions, and we are pledging to our investors that our funds are all safe. Okay, in addition to what you have said, I want to say congratulations to all the qualifiers who actually have started building a career with us. We really want to appreciate their efforts, because as they grow, the company also grows. And then for the team leaders, the award is a smartphone worth $100. And the presentation of that, of the smartphones, will be done in the Lagos office, because the winners so far are from Lagos. And I believe, Mr. Yinka, by tomorrow or Tuesday, um, they will be contacted to come to the office to receive their prize awards.
Yes.
And for those that actually won, qualified for cash, have also been paid, like earlier today, say about 3 hours ago. So I wish to say congratulations, and I wish you all more wins. And also for those that are still, sitting, I mean the onlookers, I would really advise that we get together and build this very big, because we have a very, very big future ahead of us. And one thing I'm certain about is, no matter the challenges, no matter the growth, no matter the speed of the growth also, we know that very soon it's going to be a big bang, very, very soon. So are you going to be on the fence watching when you have the opportunity to be a pioneer for a global brand that is actually starting up as a local startup? It's a question. How would you feel in the next 1 year when you discover that B2 has at least about 100,000 active affiliates, within? And okay, at this point, the total amount being our threshold has been met, and every other person is locked out. No new investment comes into the company at that time. Are you going to bite your fingers, or you're just going to move on? So I really wish to indulge all of us to try to help us grow, because as we grow, you are also growing. Okay, thank you very much, and thanks, Mr. Yinka, for giving me this privilege to say one or two things. Congratulations, everybody. We are all winners with B2 Consults. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate. All right, so I would like to take questions from us. Please, if you have any question, just raise up your hand, and I'm going to unmute you to ask your question. Thank you. So just raise up your hand, I will unmute you to ask your question. Right, I'm waiting. Okay, I can see Mr. Prince Digital. Thanks for joining us tonight. Madam Sarge, it's nice seeing you again tonight. Thanks for coming, ma. This should be Madam Uche. Wow. I think you should be a special guest appearance. Can I unmute you, ma, so that we can just hear some things from you? It's always interesting seeing some of your people we started with. Madam Uche, I've unmuted you, ma. Okay, I guess she's still busy. Okay, let me unmute Madam Sarge. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me unmute Madam Sarge. I know she will likely have one or two things to say to us tonight. You're on, ma. Please, we're still waiting for your questions. Mr. Innocent, Mr. Mike, Mr. Wonderful, please, if you have any question, just raise up your hand. We unmute you, and we can take your question. So as we grow along, we are going to make these Sunday meetings a regular thing, so that for our prospects, people we know would need to understand B2 more. They need to get more deeper understanding of how B2 operates, what we do, how we make our money, how we pay them. Please, it's going to be a good, platform for you to invite them over to attend either our offline meetings or our online webinars like this every Sunday. Our offline meetings are started in Lagos. Every Saturday, we have it between 12 noon and 2 p.m. Our office also too is open already in Lagos from Mondays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are always available Monday to Friday. And on Saturday, we have our offline meetings, our offline trainings whereby you can meet with us and we can discuss one-on-one. And on Sundays like this, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, thank you so much, I appreciate. So my own question goes like this: what are the precaution measures put on ground making sure our funds are safe? Because I've been involved in several forex management companies that crash out on the way. Okay, Mr. Innocent, our money management is strict, is good. That's why we also encourage for people who wants to even know how we secure your funds. We created the B2 Academy for you to be able to also see how we do our funds management. For those that were at my offline training last week, Saturday, we had like, a practical demonstration of how that works. Like we don't exceed 5% of our balance on trades. In fact, even if we have $1 million in our account, the highest we put on trades is 5%. We'll always have our 95% intact every time. So that is to ensure that even if we have drawdowns in the market that will have taken some other people off the market, we will still be in the market. So we'll finally recover back and still make our profit. So our 5% has the profit margin of like 200%, 300% to make. So at the end of the month, it equates to like 30%, 40% for out of which we then pay our investors 10%, 15%, and 20% based on your investment capital. So we have very, very good strict money management that we put in place that ensures that per time your funds are secured with us. So, but for you to know it more, that's why we also encourage that, okay, just time, if you can just fund, your broker account to like $100 or $200, start trading with us. You will see it yourself. We'll teach you how you can also manage your funds yourself, and you will see how we do it on the big scale of managing funds for everybody. So that's how we ensure that your funds are secured per time with us, Mr. Innocent. You can also call me personally. Let's talk till you still need clarity. You can call me. Let's discuss to get clarity on that. I think I've answered that. Which other questions do we have here? See. Okay, thank you, Mr. Okay, I don't think. All right, so I think all questions have been answered except for Mr. Wonderful. Okay, Mr. Mike is here. Let me unmute him. Also, I want to say. Mr. Mike is also one of our partners. Oh, can only unmute himself. Mr. Mike, you're on.
Well done, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. We're going to talk.
I really enjoyed the presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Keep the good offer. Hello, sir. I just want to encourage my people that B2 is just starting and they are just about to take off. If you are still on the fence right now, you are missing a lot, because in the next 6 months, 1 year, you won't be at this level anymore. Let's just work with this team. This team is fantastic. Please. Thank you, Mr. Inka. Thank you, Mr. Patrick. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, so next week will be another explosive session like this, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please, I want us to have a bigger house next week. And what that implies is that we need to invite our top team leaders to be part of this meeting. We also need to invite our prospects, those you've been talking with and they are still skeptical. Let them join this webinar. Let them see us. Let us talk to them. Let them see our intentions, so that at least from there they will be better informed to make proper decisions. So it's good we maintain this, communication level per time, so that everybody have like a free, free mind to invest with B2 transparently, and everybody enjoys themselves. So please let's encourage our prospects to join. Zoom is an app on Play Store, and also if you are using an iPhone, you see on your App Store, you can download it and install on your phone. So anywhere you are, you can always connect, with Zoom, to be part of the meeting, and you get to learn a lot about what B2 has to offer. For they also, as they join to, they would see for themselves and see how far we've come, what our intentions are, and the future plans of B2 Concept. Thank you so much for everybody that's been part of tonight's meeting. I really appreciate Mr. Patrick, Mr. Innocent, Mr. Mike, Mr. Prince Digital, Madam Saj, Madam Uche, Mr. Wonder, thank you so much for taking out time to join us tonight. Next week also to be explosive. We are going to see, I hope to see you on next week, Sunday. And for those that are in Lagos, join me on Saturday, 12 noon to 2 p.m. or anytime 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the week. You have chance, just walk into the office. Our office address is on the contact page of our website at Egbeda Lagos and also in Abuja. The Abuja one is not fully functional yet. It's going to be functional very soon. We're going to announce that as soon as possible. They are still doing some little final touches to the furnishings and all that. And Abuja very soon to be ready, and we will announce so that you can also visit there for any of the inquiries and all that. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Next week will be great. Good night.